Hi, this is Log Setting. I went to the endocrinologist today and got some troubling news, but it's something I just got to deal with. It's the fact that my A1C is higher than it needs to be for surgery. It needs to be at 8, and right now it's at 10.2, which means I'm going to have to go on a crash regimen. I thought it was bad enough, but I'm going to have to basically cut out a lot of carbs. Not that I've had many that I was eating at this point, but and controlling my blood sugar even more tightly by testing frequently and taking more needles. So right now I'm at 6 to 8 needles. It looks like I'm going to be taking one additional needle because I am using a new drug that she just gave me today. Let me pull this out of my little kit here. It is called Victoza. So there it is, Victoza. This was approved in 2009 for use in the U.S. and what it's supposed to do is help um, not release food into your out of your stomach as quickly, and supposedly will offset hunger and weight gain that results from taking insulin, which I've had an incredible increase in weight since taking insulin at this level, this amount of insulin. I've gained 14 pounds in a week, 2 weeks, or a little less than a week, and a lot of that's water, of course, but still, I mean, it makes me feel bloated and horrible. And this is after having lost 40 pounds, so go figure. So right now I just have to put that aside in my mind and think more about making my surgery date and getting to that target of 8. Um, what does it feel like? Well, it's very disruptive. I have to test frequently, which means I'm poking my finger a lot. I have to test before meals, 2 hours after a meal, and at fasting time, and before bed. One of the things that I discussed with my endocrinologist today was the fact that I've been crashing, having hyperglycemic attacks from falling too low, meaning that I'm taking a little bit too much insulin and not enough food to cover that insulin. And in the middle of the night, in particular, I've had episodes that were pretty bad, pretty of shaking, sweats, and I'd have to get up and eat something. Luckily, I was not so low that I couldn't get up and eat something, but people have had attacks that bad. It leaves you feeling pretty messed up afterward too when you recover. So it's best to try to avoid them. So I have to carry some simple sugar with me. My preferred candy of choice is Starburst or Sweet Tart, since they have very little. It's not like eating a Snickers. I mean, you really just don't want to consume that many calories if you're just trying to come back from low blood sugar. And so I'm taking Lantus injections twice a day, and then, like I said, Humalog, which is the insulin, probably 6 times a day, maybe fewer. Hopefully, with this new medication, the new med has a side effect of nausea and diarrhea. That doesn't sound pleasant. Hopefully, I'm not in that group of people who have that side effect, but I should know pretty quickly. They said that happens quite soon after starting to take it. But hopefully, I should see some appetite suppression. Apparently, not that at this point it really matters. I'm not. I'm down to eating for breakfast fiber one bar, and now I'm going to be adding almonds to that because I needed more protein. I eat about the same thing for lunch, and then usually I'll have a low carb, high protein dinner. Like tonight, what did I have? Bison. I had bison, pot roast, and let's see, broccoli and green beans. So that was pretty healthy. And so anyway, I hope to not have as many crashes, and I'll be able to report what else is going on between now and November 15th when I go back to have my A1C redone, and hopefully those numbers will be low enough and they will download the numbers from my meter where I'm testing myself, and give that to the pre-op people at Durham Regional Hospital, which is where I'm having my surgery. The other thing that I'm doing is I am keeping a log for the next 3 days of every blood sugar test, every result, and every needle that I'm taking, and I'm going to be um, giving it to my healthcare provider so that she can get an idea about how much insulin I should be taking based on tracking the progress over the next 3 days, because we want to avoid as many of these crashes as possible, because it's pretty debilitating um, to have this happen for me at work. Um, Certainly don't want to be behind the wheel when you have one of these attacks. So uh, it's just touch and go right now. I'm hoping not to have to keep a regimen like this after the fact. But anyway, um, maybe that I'll just find a way to modify this to make it easier to live with. So that's it for the health vlog, and tomorrow I will be on the Michelangelo Signorile Show. Lizz Winstead is guest hosting, so tune in. That's 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And then on Wednesday, I'm going to be on The State of Things on WUNC Radio, and that will be at noon Eastern Time. Frank Stasio is going to be interviewing me, and I believe a couple of other people about the state of LGBT rights and the elections here in North Carolina, but also talking about things nationally, like Don't Ask, Don't Tell. So if you can tune in, you can get to hear me then, talking about something other than my health. So until next time, I will talk to you soon.